It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in. Lock it in. Yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Lock it in. Yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joe Lockett. How y'all doing? Welcome into the hottest evening ride. Your boy Joe Lockett. The evening ride where you can be anywhere. But we try to hang out with your boy Joe Lockett for a couple hours. Updating up on the news and talk about different things in relation to what's going on with your family. And I got one today, y'all. I am going to be home. I'm going to be home because I realized somebody asked me, yo, what the hell is your pet peeve? What's up, Amy? What's up, JC? What's up, Regina? What's up, Gallery? What's up, Cypress? Who else we got? Amy in the building, in the building. Is in the building. There's a fellow. How you doing, baby? What's going on, Sheila? If you guys would like to get to your favorite evening ride. Maria, Jericho, how you doing? Let me know what you coming in. We got Town with the yams up in Tennessee. How you doing, baby? What's up, Miss T. Gallant? How you doing? Everybody good? Thank you guys for locking in, man. I got a great show lined up for you today. See everybody come to work for just one day, and they disappeared. Now our nephew got to go back home and take care of his mom. He did me a favor yesterday. He actually been solid, so I think he's coming in because I needed him. Hit me with our other show. So he was here yesterday for that. So thank you guys so much for that. Nephew's going to try to be back next week, and of course, Denise, she comes in once or twice a week. And Ebony told me to tell everybody hello. Says she's going to be stopping by the show soon. So, hey, Ebony. And I did talk to my girl, Kisa, today. She's doing well. She said she want to thank everybody for watching our show. And we and her got some more exciting stuff coming out. And make sure you guys lock it into our morning show that we do on Wednesdays with Kisa and Joe. MD, what's going on, baby boy? What's going on, big dog? All right, guys. Thank you guys for locking in on the Thursday. What is going on? What's going on Facebook? What's going on Instagram? Let's see what we got out here on Facebook. I see a couple of people that haven't just chimed in yet, but I'm saying hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing? And again, man, I don't know if you guys got a chance to see my thank you. If you guys are just chiming in right now, do my thing. Hit the follow button, okay? Because, our views are good, but then we want to continue to have them going up, y'all. So hit the follow button. Hit the subscribe button if you feel like, you like our channel. Subscribe to our channel. And comment. Just say hello, okay? And hit the like button. I get you guys, man, I hang around the whole time, but please, we appreciate you guys for everything you're doing. And for all the people, man, that are working with us and being there with us, man, and, especially our day ones and our everydayers. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call you our day ones and everydayers. Because there are people who watch this show every single day. And some of y'all stay on this show for 2 hours, 5 days a week. Man, that is phenomenal. And, the fans of our show, we appreciate you guys. And as you guys, you see we're building. And, as things grow and the numbers grow, and as you guys keep sharing, the revenue comes in and we're able to do a lot more with the show. So you guys build us. You guys share us out there. You guys continue to follow us and get our numbers up, 50, 60,000, right? You know what I'm saying? So those numbers, these platforms, they take care of us, and then we can get out and we can see you guys. So thank you guys. I don't try to tell people to go out and, I don't ask for money. I ask you guys to do this right here. Share the video. Hit the like button and comment and hang out with us sometime. Hey, Sharp baby, how you doing? What's up, love? What's up, Blackberry? What's up, Paul? How you doing? All right, so let's get into the show. I know that's what y'all here for. Y'all want to hear what I got going on. Thanks for hitting the like button. Let's get me up to 10,000 likes. Let's go now. Share the show out there. All right, y'all. So today I want to talk about this here. Someone asked me yesterday when I was on our morning show, Joe, what is one of your pet peeves? I'm like, ooh. I don't think I've ever said one of my pet peeves on air, out loud. Hey, Mama, how you doing? Mama Lo? Hey, Mama Lo, how you doing? Hey, Janine, Renee, how you doing? One of my biggest pet peeves. y'all let me know if y'all agree with this one here. And this just may be a fellow thing, right? A fellow thing, maybe women too. But one of my biggest I have two pet peeves. If I'm in a relationship or even if I'm married. Where you at? I hate somebody when I'm in a relationship with me texting me saying, where you at? I be where I be. I am where I am, and why the hell you ask me that I'm grown? I hate when a woman asks me where you at. Don't ask me why, but I cannot stand. Or where you going? Don't ask me that. If I can tell you where I'm going, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? I mean that sounds selfish as I don't know what. It sounds selfish as hell. But I don't like the one asking me where I'm at. I don't. I man, listen. Where you at and what you doing? That to me, and I don't know if y'all feel like this, but when someone asks you that question, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, it just feels like you don't trust me. And so it makes me feel like, yeah, don't do that to me. And the other thing is, why you ain't called me or text me today? Those things there are my true pet peeves. You know what I mean? Because if I text you or call you because I wanted to. If I didn't text you, I didn't call you because I didn't want to. So those are my pet peeves. Don't ask me where the hell I am. No. Just, I'm grown, right? I'm not going to ask you where you're going. You know, now if you're married and you get ready to go somewhere, you'll be going for a long period of time, and of course, I'm going to let my wife know. But if we're in a relationship and we ain't living together, and you call me, ask me where I am, I'm probably going to hang up the phone or get silent. Because obviously I wanted to tell you, but I already told you where I was. That doesn't mean I'm cheating. That don't mean I'm doing nothing. It's just, damn it, I don't need to tell you that. And you don't need to tell me where you at and what you're doing. Y'all, do y'all agree with me or not? Because when you're in a relationship, it's pretty obvious that if I want to tell you, I would already told you where I'm. I've been guilty of doing that, but not anymore. If my man wants to tell me, he will. I don't put pressure on him. That's what I'm saying, right? Just for me. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna be a butthole and just never say where I'm going or never. But I'm just saying, if I don't say where I'm going, 9 times out of 10, it's somewhere that's I'm out hanging out with my friends or doing whatever. But I hate being in a relationship where you at? What you doing? Who you over there with? Who the hell are you? What? That stuff, man, for me, I cannot stand in relationship. And I guess I'm gonna ask this question. Don't get mad if he or she doesn't want to tell you. If you're my girlfriend, hey Rachel, baby, how you doing? I ask, but just out of pure conversation, but I don't be all up in the business. Hey Denise is live with us. Oh wow, how you doing, Denise? Tam, sometimes on the phone I just say what you doing. I don't mean anything by it. It depends on how you say it to me, what you're doing. Because you go like, hey babe, how you doing? I guess I'm okay with that. If y'all don't know, that's Denise. She was on the show with us yesterday. She's chiming in with us today. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I don't like to be. You ain't my damn mama. Let me just say that, right? Back when I was a kid, because you always have to report into your parents. So it was what it was. But when I became grown, when I got married, right, I knew how to police myself. When I was married, I would be home by 10 or 12. I mean, by 10 or 11. Very rarely would I come in the house at 12 o'clock. I was like scared to come in my own house at 12 o'clock. I'm just being honest when I was married. Why? Because it's just respect for the house, right? So I didn't like coming into my own house after 12 o'clock. And honestly, there was nothing I needed to be doing when I was married out at 12 o'clock for the most part. I don't remember much, where I ever came in the house after 12. I always made it a point to be home between 10 and 11. Because I just felt coming in my house after 12 o'clock without my wife was disrespectful. So I'm policing myself. I don't need no woman to police me. I don't need my wife or my girlfriend to be policing me or being up my behind, asking me where the hell I am or what you're doing. That kind of stuff right there, like I said, it may be just me, but I just feel you don't trust me. I do. Because what I've learned is once you tell a woman those answers, they tend to ask you that damn question every single time you don't say nothing about your location, about what you're doing. And then it becomes like, seriously, you're like Perry Mason or something. So I don't start nothing I don't want to finish. So if I'm having a relationship with somebody, if anybody I haven't been, don't ask me that damn question. Because you're gonna get looked at stupidly, or you're gonna get a silent treatment. I'm not gonna say anything. There would be no need in that respect. Like what's up with Like what's up to Dad your G's? Huh? Like what's up? What's you up to? Like I said, T, it's the tone when a woman asks me that, right? And if she's just being like I hadn't talked to her that day, hey, how you doing? What you doing? I'm okay with that. That's a different way y'all women can ask a man what he doing, and it could be a damn pain in his ass. Like, what you doing? And that what you doing is insinuating, well, you ain't called me all day, I ain't heard from you. Why? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how y'all do it. So, like I said, depends on how you're saying what you're doing, what you're up to, right? Because y'all know y'all find y'all feelings after that. Y'all know how y'all do this, right? Y'all would come back later on. Well, I haven't heard from you all day. You ain't had time to call me. It comes into that crap. Okay? It comes to that BS. It's a setup. Let me say, it's a setup. That's what y'all do. Y'all set us up, right? You argue because you want to have a point. And then, like I said, my pet peeve is when you try to be nice to a woman or your girl, right? In those respects, right? When you're doing that with a woman, what happens? It becomes routine, right? And so I hate getting into certain routines with a woman. I do, because I'm not going to start nothing I don't finish. Like I'm not going to, if I'm dating you, I'm not cutting your grass because I'm not going to start that damn routine because I don't cut my own grass, right? I'm not going to start a routine of cooking because I don't cook for myself, right? So you're not going to get a cook meal from me. I'll buy you a cook meal for one of my chef friends where I bring it over, we can eat. But if one of your turn-ons is going to be, well, baby, I need to see you in the kitchen, well, you're going to be shit out of luck. Excuse my friend, but you're going to be out of luck. I'm not cooking. Because here's the thing, like I said, what I learned when I was married was this here. When you start to do something you really don't like, but you do it to try to impress your girl, that one thing that you don't like, she's going to want you to do that more and more and over again. Don't ask me why they want that particular thing that you really don't care to do, that you try to make special for them, but they do. They do. I remember cooking for my ex-wife. I had this curry, this green curry that I could make. It was really, really good. Right. I had learned from one of my professional chef friends. It was a recipe, that he had taught me. I'm married. I'm going in the kitchen, they like to do it, but want to impress my wife, right? So I made this curry. Man, whenever she didn't feel like cooking, baby, that curry that you make, but the way you do that rice, do you mind going in there and cooking it for me? All right, baby, no problem, right? This became a damn routine, right? About me making certain dishes that she liked. Now, it would have been okay, Jay, McClinton, Tams, it would have been okay, D, if I liked doing what I was doing for her. I didn't. I did it to make her smile and impress her once or twice, but I didn't like it, right? So I messed up. I messed up. So I learned to stop doing stuff that I don't like for somebody, because it can become a habit or maybe become a routine that they want you to continue to do. So that's why when people say, Joe, you're an asshole. Yeah, I am, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you up front. I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna get caught up with it, because I'm gonna be agitated. And it became, hey, Lady J, it became a damn issue in my relationship with my wife, because now, and this is why I don't really, really cook at all. If I could throw the stove out the back window right now, I would. I want a stove in my house. I don't want it. Give me a microwave and give me an air fryer. I don't want no stove. I ain't standing over no stove to do nothing for nobody. No. If God gave me the strength to work, I'll buy you something. But I'm not cooking, because you're not going to tell me, baby, I love you. You're going to cook that's not one of my favorite meals, because I don't. No, it's not happening. And here's the other part. I'm not asking you to go in there and cook for me. I'm not asking for no favorite meal. You may cook something nice, but what I won't do, I won't ask you to do, right? What I won't do for love. But if I'm not going to do it, I'm not going to ask you to do it. That is one of my things. I'm not. Joe ain't gonna cook. You've been in my house. You already know my stove look brand new. Them eyes in there clean as I don't know what. Because honestly, like I said, the only one I know that works is that one right there on the left, the front one. Because I may scramble some eggs every once in a while. But the other eyes, I don't know if they work. I don't even know if the oven works. I can honestly tell you the truth. I've never used any of it. Ever. Been in my house for over I think like over 2 years now and never cooked. That's right. All the food you smell in my house, the one that y'all be bringing over here. Because I don't cook, man. If you look at my freezer, there's stuff for the microwave or for the air fryer. That's about it. I feel a bit ashamed. Okay, I guess God's still working on me again because I'm not ashamed at all. I'm gonna tell you, you're not getting no cooked meal from Joe Lockett. Like I said, I do have friends that are professionally cooked and chef. I mean, cook professional chefs that keep are professional chefs. And if I want to impress the woman that I'm with, or my wife, or my girlfriend, I would have them either. I can do a couple of things. I will pay them to come over and cook the meal in my house, give them the money to go shopping and do that. I pay them to come over and cook the meal in my house. Or they can prepare the meal at their restaurants or at their home and bring it over to us, and I can have, have them come over and serve it to us. I can do that. I can do that. I think that's more impressive sometimes where you're sitting down with your girl and someone is actually cooking dinner for you guys, and you guys are not having a conversation over a glass of wine or whatever, and someone brings you your food. To me, that's romantic. That's baller stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then once you know everything is done, you know what I'm saying? Call one of my other partners over to play like either the saxophone or the violins, or I can call Kim to come over and she plays the flute. You know, and while we eating, they play. I got friends. You know what I'm saying? So I can do a romantic dinner for you. Or I can rent out the restaurant and have my friend have everything set up with the ambiance. You know what I'm saying? On the day it's closed, and go in there and do that. I've done that before. I'm just saying, so it don't take me. I don't have to be the one to cook. I can make you feel special without me slaving over a stove to cook you a damn dinner. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, it's 20 minutes after you guys lock on to your favorite eating ride. What are Joe Lockett pet peeves? Don't be looking like that, Lady J. Don't be looking like that. I'm not cooking for you. I don't care how beautiful and fine you are. You got friends in high places, Joe. No, well, yeah, I do. On certain things I do. Yes, I'm blessed. But yeah, I mean, listen. I got friends that own restaurants. I got friends in politics. I got friends in entertainment. I got friends in the music industry. But I've been doing this for over 10 years now. So, if you don't pour out some type of friends, hey, you ain't doing something right if your friends call and they don't pick up the phone. I got friends in the transportation business, photography business. So I got some friends in the NFL. I just thought about that. I don't think I got nobody in the NBA though. I got some ladies I know that kids are in the NBA, but I don't know their kids personally know their mom. Okay, they better be cooking 365. I don't know about all that, Lady J. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna get off of that because that's just my pet peeve. So with you guys just like me right now, I was talking about someone asked me, Joe, what are my pet peeves? And two of my pet peeves is don't ask me what the hell I am and what I'm doing, right? And don't ask me why I didn't call you today, right? And that's why y'all, I'm honestly right now. I had my brother. He called me maybe today, maybe yesterday. I'm not sure. I'm getting my days mixed up, but. I can't talk to my brother, man, and I used to talk to my brother every single day. But because of what we're doing and how busy I am, I kind of shut myself off from the world when it comes to when I'm off air. I kind of like, turned off everything, right? I'm only doing, necessity phone calls or whatever. But my brother, he texted me, he was like, so what did I do wrong? And it's like when you stop talking to people think it has something to do with them. Have y'all ever noticed that you stop texting and stop calling somebody, right?
people think it has something to do with them. My brother, even though I told him what I was doing, because I've been so silent and he's been calling me and I don't answer the phone, he thought he did something wrong. So I had to pick up the phone and call my brother to tell him, like, bro, what part of this you don't bleep and understand, right? I'm busy. And you know what he told me? Ain't nobody that busy, right? That they can't call their brother. I said, you're absolutely right. I said, but I don't want to talk to you right now. This is a period I don't want to talk to anybody right now. And you know, it took me a minute. It took him a minute and I for us because we went back and forth on the phone, right? For him to get what I'm trying to do. But then once he understood, you know, okay, so it just ain't no because he thought it was about him, and I had to make him understand, right? That, like, bro, I'm not talking to anybody right now. I was like, right now, bro, I got a piece of paper by my bed or a notebook by my bed. I got my phone, I got my computer, and I'm editing. And I'm doing this. I don't want to be disturbed or knocked off my where I am, my zone I'm in right now. I don't want to be knocked off of it on some silly that ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want to talk about nobody gossip. I don't care what went on in your day. I mean, that's just where I am right now, right? And so when people tell you something, I think a lot of people take it personal. Still, some don't believe me. Exactly. Are you writing? Yes, I'm writing. Yes, I'm writing. Well, maybe not the way you're talking about. I do bullet notes, and then I'm able to understand from just little bullet notes that I make what I'm saying or what I need to do. I put the bullet notes, then I put like a small description of what that is, or I draw something, and this is what I'm looking like. This is what I want to, what color I want to be. This is what scene I want to do, and things like that. I guess I don't write dissertations. That's not my style. I'm more of here's what it is, here's the general idea, and then I know what that the formula is here for me. So that's the way I do it. But I'm in a zone now of where I'm in I call it creative zone, right? And sometimes when people go in their creative zone, it's not about anybody else. It's just about them. And I want to ask you this going into 25 minutes after the show, 25 minutes after the hour, right on the Joe Lockett show. How do y'all deal with that when it's not about anybody else? It's not about what you did right or what they did wrong, but how should people explain to you that they're busy? Because when my brother said you're busy, but you're not that busy. Yeah, but no, I am that busy. Because if you're looking at, am I doing something every second of the day? No. But am I focused every second of the day right now? Absolutely yes. And do anybody relate to me what I'm saying in social media? Like when you're in a zone, you don't want to talk to anybody about anything, because normally when you talk to other people, they bring you their problems or what happens, or they want to talk about something that completely takes your mind off of what you're doing. And by the time you get off the phone, you're so exhausted, or you then got off kilter on what you was thinking. It takes you a long time to get back focused on to what you're doing. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? You can talk to one of your best friends, right? You love them. Y'all get to talking about something, right? Blah, blah, blah. Nothing good, nothing bad. But then by the time you get off the damn phone and you look back at your piece of paper, where your mind was, it's gone. You're frustrated now. And now you're trying to get back into the zone, you know what I'm saying? To get back to where you were. So I know now, like, this is my, I'm saying paper to you, until I get I have milestones that I have written down, right? And I have them in my house, okay, I gotta get this. And until I get those things done, I don't want to be bothered. And I don't want to bother nobody. Is that wrong? All right, let's just see. Just tell me and I respect your space, says Shaw. Denise says, yes. Did he call or text you and not reply if he's checking in on you? He did. We had to talk like 2 weeks ago, right? And he like, cool, because we had got, me and my brother, we talk trash to each other. But when he called me, he'd been calling and I hadn't been answering the phone. And I saw he called, but I just hadn't called him back and I hadn't texted him back, right? Because I didn't want to. And I think one day he texted me, like, you good? I said, and I put, thumbs up, I'm good, right? And that's all I said. I just don't want to exalt anything into whatever. And he knows, if anybody, my friends know, if they type 911, and I see it, I get them. But other than that, I'm not talking to anybody. But how do you guys handle that? My social media presence has changed dramatically. I'm focused. Okay. Sorry, typo, delete the however. Okay. Yes, I have a friend, and she's like that. She gives me headaches at times. I just tell her, okay. So how do you tell? I mean, how do you explain to your family and friends, right? It's not them, it's me, and truly, it's not them, it's you. But you're okay. How is it possible that you get people to understand, or they just never going to understand that what you're talking about, what you're going through? Rachel says, with me being single and no kids, I make time for. Okay, as my friends always have been my significant others. Okay, okay, I can understand that. Well, I guess for me, at this stage of my life, this is one of the few times in years that I've had the the freedom to do nothing and think. Because before I've always been in relationships, military, at home with parents, girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? So I've always either military, girlfriends, wife. I was always with somebody. I've never been in a space where I wasn't not that I didn't have a woman around me. Right? Never. Right? From 19, from when I was 19 to now, I've always it's about 4 years now. I was always in a relationship, talking to somebody, smashing something, doing something, always busy, right? Thank God I've done all of that, because now that I got so much time, I probably be in the streets acting a damn fool. So I'm glad I did that early in my life. But now I've never had the time to just be completely free and then figure out what's best for me and not what's best for somebody else or my family or my friends. So, I'm taking full advantage of this time. And I think I'm in a space, America, really where, God's giving me downloads. Have you ever felt that way, God is giving you a download? You know what I'm saying? That you understand that right now where you are in life, that when you start thinking about stuff just start coming to you. Whatever your dreams or whatever your ambitions are, right? You get ideas now, and it's just free flowing, right? And just like acting on those things, guess what? All these things start to fall into place, right? And I think that's that moment, right, where you are actually locked in to you, God, universe, the spirituality part of your life, you're there. And it's up to you to stay in that Zen moment and focus in and go get what you want. Because I don't think you get those creative moments, those that momentum many times in life. And a lot of people around you are not going to understand what you're doing or why you're doing it. And because they don't feel what you feel and understand what your download from the up above is telling you to do. You know what I'm saying? You're being pushed here. And this is what I told my brother. I was like, bro, what God telling you to do right now, he's telling you to do all this other stuff, call people, blah, 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 blah. I said, right now, I'm not getting that kind of download. My download is telling me to be still, be quiet, right? Listen, move on energy, right? Listen to what you're feeling, write it down, right? Dream big and go after it. What I've been told, everything that I have put down, everything I have went after is right there in front of me. All you got to do is go do it now, right? And so for me, it's like, maybe it's a price that I have to pay, for admission to where I'm trying to go to. And, you got to be obedient because, I think about this, like when people become Christian, right? You live a certain life. When you go on a diet, you live a certain life, right? When you go do your exercise routines, you live a certain life, right? And I think that's where, I don't know what the hell is called what I'm doing, but it's a certain life that I'm doing right now, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm locked into what that is. And so it takes a certain type of discipline. Does that make sense? It takes a certain type of discipline to be that person. You see what I'm saying? So I try to tell my brother, listen, I said, think about like if you're going to die, you can't be around people that's eating ice cream all the time. Even though you're your best friend, maybe your family, but you don't want to be around that kind of stuff. Or, if you are an alcoholic, right, and you're trying to stop drinking, right, you have to, focus in and lock in on what you're doing. So, I'm asking y'all, with all that being said, what do y'all do when y'all trying to lock into something? How do you and your friends and your family members, how do you get them to understand, or do they understand, or are you having some of the same issues I'm having? You guys locked into your favorite round. Let's go. Rachel says, Shar is a friend or acquaintance, a friend she should understand. Okay, thanks for sharing the video out there. I was Dee said she was like that too. Okay. MD, they are just concerned. Yeah, I understand it. I do. I do understand the person being concerned, but I think sometimes, I guess because I've been through a lot in my life, it's taken me a moment to understand too that, and this is put my audience out there, we're just over 40 and 50. We talk to, come on in because I want you guys to think about this. If you're in your 50s, you got about a good 20, 25, max probably about 30 years left, right? And if you haven't gotten it right by now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. What are you going to do? MD, what are you going to do? If you've messed up whatever reasons, right? What legacy are you leaving for your family, your grandkids, your kids, your nieces and nephews? What are you leaving behind? Those things for me has hit me hard, right? Those things for me has been like, yo, bro, you got just a few years left and you haven't put everything in place. You can't play around with this anymore. You played around for a good 20 years now, right? Playing married, not married, getting a divorce, playing married again, got another divorce, right? The common denominator is your black ass, right? What you doing, right? How are you living your life? You got to be on point. You got to be specific in what you want now, right? You can't go out here just trying stuff and playing around with stuff. You got to really figure out what the hell you want, because one morning you're not gonna wake up. It's over. And what's gonna be your legacy, right? That's like been like inundated in me like crazy right now, right? And I'm working like a madman because I'm kicking myself in the ass because in my late 30s and 40s, I didn't do some of the things that I know I know I should have done. Let's see. Sam said I don't cut people completely off like that, but that's just me. That makes sense for some people, but I don't have to be in a constant contact, but I wouldn't cut them completely off. Well, I mean, I guess I look at it in this fact. If people understand me, they will understand they're not completely cut off. Like my friends, Boz, Joy, y'all hear me talk about them all the time. Uncle Boz, Joy, and Melville. We talk, real talk, y'all. I can say to my friends, we talk possibly in a month's time, maybe once or twice. Maybe. Max, maybe 3, because we're busy. But when we spend time with each other, it's like we saw each other yesterday. Like boom, 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 boom. We're laughing, we're talking, we're drinking, we're having fun. It's the people who know you, they know you, and they don't feel like they're cut off. They just know you're busy. You know what I'm saying? Because what Joy always tell me, I see a black ass on social media. You good, right? I see you. She said, as long as I see your green light on every once in a while, I see you make a post, I know you're good. And once in a while, if we hadn't talked, because Joy, she's out of the country, my good friend Joy, she's out of the country a lot. So she'll text. Or she'll send me a stupid picture, right? And say, hey, blah, 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 which she always call me, right? And she'll send me a stupid picture. And I'm like, all right, enjoy it, y'all have fun, right? And that's it. So I think for me, it's family members. My friends don't have a problem. My friends, we good. But my family members, and which is really all my brother, because I don't talk to my mom and dad. So it's basically my family, my brother. I think he probably missed talking to me about some things. But like I told him, I said, bro, you're gonna figure it out on your own right now. You know, I don't want to talk to you right now. I told him, I don't want to talk to you right now. I said, if you got a problem, we good. But right now, no. So he was like, all right, man, cool. I said, man, call somebody else. I mean, hey, we have our great conversation. But right now, let me get this thing figured out. And I told him, and see, this is what people have a problem with. And this is why one of my reasons my ex-wife divorced my wife. This is horrible, y'all. This is very, very, very bad. And I'm a butthole when I say this. I literally am, right? Because it's an impossible question for anybody to answer. If you want me to act the way you want, if you want me to act or be the way you want me to be, or say it, or be around you the way you want me to be, give me an answer to my question, and I'll be there for you. That's what I used to say to my ex-wife, right? And it was an impossible question to answer. It really was. But that was my way of pushing everybody away. Because it was like, I can answer your question, but nobody can answer mine. Nobody can help me with my problem. And that was like really selfish part about myself. I messed up my head was, right? Because I was frustrated, like, I'm doing this. Then you have people say, well, I can help you. Then I won't help anyone else. When you come to me and help anybody, I feel like this, people come to you, you give them answers, right? When you go to them, they say, I'm gonna pray for you, I'm gonna help you. That ain't doing me no damn good about what I got to go on. I can get around different people that's gonna give me answers to what I want to do, right? Your help is fine, I'm happy. Clap, good. But I need answers, not help. You know what I'm saying? So that was the task that I put on my ex-wife, and she would get really mad, and sometimes she would cry. Because she was like, you're putting me in a position where I can't win. And the messed up part about that, y'all, I knew it. I knew it. But I thrived on that because it made her stop talking to me. Like I said, that was a big part of why she wanted to divorce me, because I was impossible sometimes. I'm a really, really, really nice guy, but when I want something or I'm going for something, I am the biggest asshole there is, because I don't see nothing. I'm laser focused. I'm blinded. And if it ain't about what I'm doing or how I want to go do it, I ain't talking to you, right? I ain't talking to nobody. That's crazy. Are you his best friend? I don't know if I'm my brother's best friend, Rich. I don't know. I'm sure he does. If you talk to him every day, he misses you. For real, I'm sure. He'll be okay. MD, would you say that's a sign of depression? For me? I mean, I don't know if you were talking to me. Are you antisocial? Am I antisocial? That's a good question. I think at times I can be, MD. To be honest with you, I think at times I can be antisocial. Yeah, because when I'm doing what I do, I'm always on, right? I'm an extrovert, but I think I'm an extrovert introvert. Like when I'm by myself, I'm okay with being by myself for like weeks at a time. I am. I'm okay with being by myself and not talking to anybody for weeks at a time, right? So I don't know if that makes me antisocial. But I think because so much energy that I give out when I'm doing what I do, from working out, I go at full speed. When I'm on air, I'm on radio, I'm on TV, I'm at full speed. If I'm in a meeting, if I'm working with somebody, I'm at it at full speed. I'm 100% there. And I always have felt if I can't give you 100%, I'm not going to do it. That's whether I'm in a friendship, relationship, or with my family, right? If I can't be there wholeheartedly for you, I don't want to be around anybody. I just want to, be me. Some people will say I will take a piece of you. But what people don't realize, and this is very true, when people take a piece of somebody that's tired, right, you're taking everything that they have. It may satisfy you, but it's killing the person that give it. I don't think a lot of people understand that. And for people who understand and feel the way I feel, right, and work the way I work and exude themselves the way that I do, they get it. Like your energy level is only so much. And one thing I've had to realize is I have the energy, but I have to use it like I'm in my Michael Jordan fadeaway phase, right? The energy is you have to use your energy when it's there, and you gotta know when to use it. Like from this time to this time I need to be on, from this time to this time I need to be on, from this time I need to rest a little bit so I can go ahead and do this here. And then at the end, you are depleted. And that's no most people that are requesting or asking something from a person like me, right? And I'm going to use like I said, I use my brother. That's the conversation we just recently had. You're not doing anything, right? But your regular routine. You're going back and forth to work. You go home. You go back and forth to work. Not saying that's nothing, but I'm saying you're into your routine, so you have a lot of energy to do other stuff, right? So of course you got extra time. You know what I'm saying? To talk, to do this, and do different things. But when I took on these new projects that I'm doing now, what I already had on my plate, and I didn't take none of that off my plate, I added to my plate. What I had to understand was, like, hey, I'm not gonna really have time to myself. If I'm gonna accomplish this mission, it's gonna take a different Joe Lockett than I would have been for the last probably year or two. Sleeping, resting, going out, thinking, internet stuff, right? Because what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, my thing that I used to do with my friends on the bus, they did that. I didn't go. It's the first time I didn't go. And I told them what was up. And they said, hey man, do what you gotta go do. We understand, right? But I didn't go. It's the first time in a couple years. But I didn't go. Because why? I'm here. And I've cut myself off, from everybody right now. Let's see here. I understand you very well, said Sean. Not at all, but a lot of antisocial people are depressed about something they are very with. I'm not depressed at all. That's one thing I can tell you, Andy. I'm not depressed. No. Depression, no. Depression, no, I don't feel anything heavy. If anything, I'm motivated for what I see and what I gotta do, and I know how to do it. What the hell is this? I don't know what that is. Something just popped up on my thing. Lady J says she fully understands. It's very understandable though, since you have a mission in mind and a goal accomplished. What's going on, baby? So you don't want to be a power couple, do you, Joe? Not right now, no. No, I don't want to be a power couple. Because to be a power couple, she will already have to be here when this download is coming. To be a power couple now, I would have to stop what I'm doing and attend to whatever that's needed for her to get to know me and understand this. And I don't want to go through any of that BS trying to explain anything to anybody. You know what I'm saying? A power couple, she was there when the times was bad and all that stuff, right? And now she's here, and now God is blessing you with, the journey of all you're doing, and now everything is coming to fruition, and she's still there. That makes you a power couple. If you're coming in right now, we're not a power couple. Right now, we're dating, and you're coming along in my era where I'm coming up, and I got to make sure that you're going to feel comfortable, right, in what I'm doing. And that may not be from her standpoint of view, but that's the way I feel about it. And I don't have time to explain to you or talk to you on the phone every day or every other day. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a power couple right now. Well, maybe for you, MD, like I said, that's your thing, bro. I'm not knocking how you do it, but for me, I don't want a woman in my life right now. I'm very clear about that part. I don't want a woman in my life right now. Even a few women that I was talking to, I've cut, it's like I have went on a vegan diet, right? I've cut everybody off, right? Because right now I truly want to focus on my craft. Have y'all ever, and I'm gonna say it like this, have you ever been in a situation in your life where you right? Listen to what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Where you achieve high in a lot of things, right? But there are some things that has eluded you because of you, right? And you can't blame nobody but yourself because you didn't get it done for whatever reason. You didn't get it done. Your ass didn't get it done. You see what I'm saying? I've achieved high when I was in school, when I was in the military, when I was competing in weight, all that stuff. I achieved high, right? But the one thing that I know that I didn't achieve high in was relationship. You know why? I never ever have said I wanted to be a husband or have a family. I never focused in, and don't ask me why, but the epiphany came to me years ago. Like, you did what you thought society or your parents thought you wanted you to do. You did because, with the women that you were talking to, eventually you knew you needed to marry them. So that's what you did. You did love them, but that wasn't your dream. My dream was never to have a wife, picket fence, and kids. That was never my dream. Love both of my daughters to death, but that was not on my dream list of saying I'm gonna be a father, have kids, and we're gonna go on family vacation. That was never my dream. My dream was to be a millionaire, right? And to help people all across the world and take care of my family. That was my dreams from when I was in my 20s to now, right? Is that was then and that's now. I have screwed the hell up. I diverted from what I said I want to do because I didn't know how to do it. I did a few things here that didn't work out. So I went and did this, then when we got married, did that. I made pit stops, right? I made pit stops along the way. And I think I made pit stops because I was afraid, possibly, of failure or success. And so I wanted to have an excuse of why I didn't succeed. That could be it. I think that's part of it. But now, when you realize you're in your 50s and you have accomplished everything and you still have that opportunity, that small window to get done what you need to get done, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to do what people think you should do? Are you going to do what you know that's in your heart, what you didn't have the balls to do 15, 20, 10 years before? Are you going to do it? Because this last one, the path that you're in this position, this is the path you got to walk. What you're asking for, there's a certain path that you got to go down. And everybody's path is different. Everybody's path is different. Whatever you're trying to get to, right? But let me just say this. The path that you went on prior to this, none of that crap didn't work. None of it. Because you still haven't accomplished the mission that you want to accomplish. So now, when you're looking at your life now, you got to do things different to unlock this last key. What got you here is not going to get you there, right? It's not. So you got to figure out now what it is that you got to do. You can't keep eating McDonald's and think you're going to lose weight. You just can't. So you have to figure out what that looks like, right? And then you have to go for it. Now, is it going to be working when you get to the end? Is people going to be around you when you get there at the end? You got to make that conscious choice on what you feel about that. But one thing I can say for me, I have been appeasing by other people's rules or trying to make other people happy for years, especially my family. I did what people thought I should do. I lived in a box, right? I did what the status quo was, and I achieved a little bit above that, right? But you stayed yourself you stay in a little box because you want to try to keep everybody happy. Keep everybody happy. When you get married, you're doing certain things to get married. When you're in a relationship, you're doing this. I never ever was in a relationship where that relationship believed and continued to push me, even my good and bad. Now, my last wife, I can say that, she did believe in my ass, some crazy. I give her credit for it. I drove her ass crazy. I'm gonna be honest, the things I would say, I didn't know how to handle my emotions. And so, I would just go rogue and just do me, right? And that's when I knew I didn't need to be married because I didn't give a damn about her at times. Loved her, but I didn't give a damn about her feelings. I didn't give a damn about her emotions, right? And what woman's gonna continue to put up with that? Not too many. Let's see here. What's up, Monique? How you doing? What's up, Deanna? So at the end of the day, for what I see is that if you're in this situation and you feel like me, it may not be a lot of people, right? You got to go for it. Some people are gonna go ahead and continue to live status quo, and they're happy with that. I would say definitely do that if that's your thing. But I can't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not wanting to. Let me bring MD in because I'm pretty sure because he's prior military. Let's see, MD, you got a minute? Come on in, let's talk. MD. He may be good. But I think for myself is, what's up, big dog? I don't know if they can hear you because you're squared and pop.
Probably not. It started to pop up, then it didn't.
Okay. Can y'all hear him on TikTok? I can hear you. On TikTok, can y'all hear him, D? Go ahead and talk, bro.
Can everybody hear?
No, they can't. Okay, they cannot. Okay, I'm go ahead and disconnect and then send me a request. Oh shit. Hey, bro, get them. Hey, bro, get them. My bad. Hey, bro, get them. I'm sorry, y'all. I hit the wrong button. That's on me. Oops. I hope everybody come back, man. I hit the wrong button. Don't ask me how I did that, but I hit the wrong button, y'all. I apologize. I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button, y'all. Excuse me. I sorry. I hit the wrong button. My bad. Oh man, I killed a lie. That go MB. Y'all, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button. My bad. My bad. What's up, MB?
What's up, brother?
What's up, man? Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I killed a damn lie. So, what I'm saying doesn't make sense to you, bro? I said, what I'm saying doesn't make sense to you. You military, you a man. Doesn't make sense to you what I'm saying, or it doesn't? Okay.
It does. But for me, my opinion, what better way to achieve these things than have a woman by your side? That's how I feel.
Okay.
To me, yeah, I could be accomplishing big things, but it's kind of watered down if I don't have someone to share it with.
For me, MD, I'm doing it for my kids now. And my grandkids, if I'm blessed to have any right now. You know what I mean? And I guess because I'm selfish at this point in my life is because I've been married twice and it didn't work. So I think right now I'm exhausted to try to put energy into another relationship and not accomplish my goal. You know what I'm saying?
That's understandable. I can't argue for that. That's understandable.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it twice and I screwed the hell up, which means honestly, I'm probably not meant to be married, or probably I can't be married until I meet my mission. You know what I'm saying? It's like some people can't do two things at one time, walk and chew bubblegum, right? And I don't think I can be married and be goal driven at the same time because I think it takes too much of my energy. And it's taken me a long time to even say that out loud or even be able to understand that part. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're unlocking certain things as yourself as you get older. And once you get older and you start unlocking those things, it's unpleasant with what the hell you see. You know what I'm saying?
Like for instance, and I'm gonna just put a scenario out there.
Sure.
If I was in your shoes, right?
Mhm.
And let's just say Ricky Smiley called me one day and said, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna sign you to the deal, 10-year, 15-year deal, whatever." You know, I'd be ecstatic, but I wouldn't have nobody to go home to celebrate that with. You know what I mean? So it'll be kind of watered down for me.
But see, I would, right? Because, like I said, I will call my daughters, right? And I can tell them what they got, what I got for them. I got friends I can celebrate with. And I understand what you're saying. If there was a woman already in my life, bro, I'm rocking with you on that. But let me ask you this. Okay, so say right now that you're in grind mode, correct? And you don't have anybody, but you're in grind mode, right? And right in the midst of grind mode, you find somebody, you start dating them, right? Is it gonna be the same when you got that $10 million deal you've been dating her for a week or two that you can come home and tell her? Will you still feel like that you got a connection with her? Because that's what I would be right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm grinding, I'm doing my thing, but the woman in my life, she's brand new, so she don't have any significant, really true meaning to me at this point. You know what I'm saying? She's not my ride or die, she's not my solid. It could turn into that, but that's energy that you got to put into that to make sure that happens. So if you got that $10 million deal from Ricky Smiley today, and y'all been dating, let's just say you've been dating 60 days, right? Are you gonna still have that same feeling?
For me, women know when the man is full. She know when he's on his A game. A woman is not gonna get in the way of a man when he's in grind.
True.
She's not gonna do that. She's gonna be understanding. She's gonna be understanding. Excuse me.
Very true.
So because when we're in grind mode, that's when we're at our best, and they know, okay, let me move out of the way for a little bit. I'm gonna get my time, but he's trying to get it. He's in grind mode. I see looking this time, so they know when to get out of the way. They know when to remove themselves.
Okay, now let's be real, MD. You talking about this woman you've been dating for 60 days now?
Even so,
okay.
That's what, in my opinion, I might be
wrong.
Mm-hmm. I don't think how long you've been seeing each other matters. Women know when men are focused, and they know when to, move aside.
Okay, I can respect that. I guess I'll say this then. I don't want a woman by my side right now. I think Eric said Jeff Bezos was he even started over, and you said something about success. All successful men are married. I would say most successful men has been married, but they have drugged a lot of women through the mud through marriage because of what they were doing. So let's make sure we understand what we're saying, E, right? Most successful men are married, right? But most successful men are married 2 to 3 times. Why? Because they don't focus on the marriage. The woman that that man, MD, let me ask you this, because I know I sound like an asshole when I'm saying this stuff. Let me ask you this. To become a chief in the United States Navy, you have to be a certain person, correct? Do anybody understand what that means, right? The sacrifices that you have to make, the things you have to do, the discipline you have to do, the tests you have to pass, the man that you got to become a chief, everybody can't do that.
This is true.
You see what I'm saying? So what you put your wife through during that time you became a chief, you don't wish it on any other woman. I bet you that.
But also she has to be a certain type of woman too.
No. We talking about a certain type of woman. I'm saying the man you had to become a chief, a husband, and a dad, you don't wish that man on the next woman.
This is true.
Because that man that you had to become, the woman, like you said, she got to be a special kind of woman, and she gonna take I don't want to say this because it's not physical, but she's gonna take I don't want to say the word because they're gonna say it's physical abuse, but she's gonna take a lot from you, and you're gonna take a lot away from the family. Like when people look at the story of Kobe Bryant and Vanessa, he was never at home. He was a girl dad. He did things she had to do, but Vanessa was with him through day one. She understood who her husband was and what he had to do and how he was as a person. So she lived with that, and he was probably a lot closer. Because you listen to all the stories with Kobe, right? What do you hear the stories most of? What he did with his daughters when he got home. Listen to how many stories you hear about Vanessa, bro. Listen how many stories you hear about Jordan's wife. Listen how many stories you hear about Jeff Bezos' wife and his kids, Elon Musk, Bill Gates and his wife. Listen to these stories when these men achieve high things. And like I said, people say, well, Joe, you ain't him. Yeah, the hell I am. In my own right of what I'm doing. So, yeah, you're married, but who wants to be on the other side of that coin with that guy that's going through? My ex-wife was that woman, MD. And she got abused. You know what I'm saying? No attention, no emotion some days, right? Non-speaking, right? Whatever I had to go do, right? When I didn't have answers, I'm frustrated. She sees it. She got to try to adapt to me. Like you said, it takes a certain kind of woman to be able to go through those things with you. But let me ask you this, MD. You tell me this. By the time you get to your success, that woman that you were with, she tired of your ass.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Now she won't pay. She won't pay back. And guess what? Now you're a new dude. Now you are that person who you need to be. And you feel like right now, hey, I'm this person, so we got to live at this level. But she want more of you. But guess what happened? When you became a chief, it took more of you away from the house. You was able to do less now. And that woman that you went through it with, right? You feeling a little different about her now than you did before because y'all went through some tough times. And you ain't quite fixed on that marriage the way you were before you got started becoming the chief. That makes sense?
That makes sense. But at the same time, to some men, that will make some men value her more because
yes.
The whole time.
But MD, I love that guy. But what you know, here's something about me. I know I'm not that dude. You see what I'm saying? That's a horrible thing to say, but it's a truthful thing to say. I don't know if you was that dude at the end, but I wasn't. I didn't love her more. That was part of me resenting her, bro. That was part of me that I didn't like about her, right? Because you remember what you went through when you were trying to get to be that guy. And you think you want to love her more. See, people don't want to talk about that part right there. People want you in your heart of heart, if you like me, MD, you want to love her more. But because of what y'all went through, y'all didn't fix and where you are, you got to keep it moving. Because now the pressure's on you to be a chief, right? To achieve higher, to become a senior chief or a master chief at some point. In her mind, is that when are you going to, when is enough going to be enough? Look at Tom Brady. Tom Brady said, I'm going to retire. He went back. What happened? Giselle left his ass.
Yep, so it did.
Why? Because when a man is focused and he want to go do something, a woman will put up with your crap for so long. But if you don't bring your ass home at some point and be her husband, she's going to leave you.
I don't know. I think it's kind of a two-way street when it comes to certain things like that because a lot of females don't understand. Okay, you want the ability to stay home and not work, drive the nice car. But if you like being in that type of lifestyle, that means I have to be gone because one of us have to be chasing the money.
Exactly.
They don't understand. A lot of women don't understand it.
Listen, say that again. What you just said.
I said it's a dead end, two-way street when it comes to a man being that type of provider because a lot of women they want to be a housewife. They don't want to work. They want to drive the Jaguar or the Beamer or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that entails the man has to be gone. He has to be chasing. One of us got to chase the money.
Exactly.
Neither one of us being fine going to keep this roof over our head.
And the lifestyle that you have. But here's the thing: when people say it's not all about money, you're absolutely right. But the guy that's chasing the money, and that was his dream, it is all about money for him. Right? And so I think this is what people get it, misconstrued at. And I see Erica say, because of the way I feel about relationships. I'm not a relationship person, but I don't knock people who want to do it. But this is what I think people need to be able to, we should be able to talk about openly, right? Everybody's built differently. What I feel is not wrong, but what Erica B and her man feels is not wrong either. You know what I'm saying? I want to achieve at a different level, which don't mean mine are up or above yours or below yours. It just what I want to achieve is different, and I don't know how to achieve it without being who I am. That makes sense? I don't know how to achieve how to go down there and bench 340 pounds or 350 or 405, right? I don't know how to achieve that no other way than go to sleep, eat right, and get up in the morning and train. You know what I'm saying? I don't do steroids. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to achieve to have a six pack and to look the way I do, right? By going out there doing what other people may do. They may be doing it, but I don't know how to do it that way. That doesn't mean the way they're doing it is wrong, right? But like I said, for me, what I realized, I've been in 2 relationships and I haven't accomplished my goal. I accomplished a little bit on relationships, I accomplished a little bit on my goals, right? Which means for me that I wasn't purely focused on either one. When I was single, there were things I achieved at a very high level, right? I won contests, I got awards, I did a lot of stuff because I was single-minded focused. And I'm just speaking about me. There are some people who can walk and chew bubblegum and run a marathon at the same time. What I'm learning about me, and I had to learn, was I can do both mediocre. I'm okay. But if you're a high achiever, sometimes, I guess for a person like me, I need to achieve high. Because I feel some kind of way if I'm achieving at both, but I'm not reaching my full potential. Now, for your woman, if you're not reaching your full potential, but she's getting what she wants, right? That's good for her. Well, MD, what does it do for me? I'm not happy. You see what I'm saying? The world may look at you as being happy, but inside you're not fully achieving who you are. It looks good, but you know you can do more, right? But you can't do both.
You can't, but everything's on God's timing. So
right.
Let me say this.
Huh?
It's an old saying that the old people used to say: "Slow and steady wins the race."
Mm-hmm.
We as people have to stop holding people on our timetable. For some people, out the gate, they got it.
Right.
They got the degree out the gate. They got the house out the gate. But we look down on the other person that's taking a while to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 45 years old and he ain't got a house yet. He's 40 years old and he ain't got a house yet.
Yeah, that part.
God might have appointed that person to get the house at 50. God might have appointed that person to get the Jaguar at 55.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? They got it.
True.
As long as you win, I don't care what age you win at. As long as you win, I'm rooting for you.
But you got to think about it. The status quo when you live in life, right? You know what I'm saying? You got to can we admit this, MD, and everybody watching the show? Your mind F's with you when you get a certain age. On your things you have accomplished, the things you screwed up. And most people beat themselves up really bad about what they are not doing, or some people don't know how to get to the end game for themselves.
I'll tell you what it is.
Go ahead. Why?
Because we try to microwave life.
Okay, I can see that.
We judge ourselves on our own timetable. We're not waiting on God's time.
Exactly. And that's where I am, right? That's why you heard me say, I don't know if you was on when I said, right now I'm in tune, I'm in zone with, the spiritual part of me. And there's not any part of me right now that's saying do anything else but this. You see what I'm saying? It don't say, you know what I'm saying? You get a feeling, you get an inkling, right? You know what I'm saying? When you are focused, there are things that you need to do or you should have around you. Right now, this is the sweet spot. And now I understand for me that you need to accomplish this before you can be whole for anybody else. It's like if you're damaged, don't go out there and damage anybody else, right? Fix this part of your life and you can be whole for somebody else. Because what I have realized for me, I don't know about anybody else, if I'm not happy with my output for myself, I can't be happy in being in a relationship with you.
That's fair.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I had to realize. And when I think about everything that I've been through in my life and the 2 wives that I've been through, that's probably what killed each one of my relationships. I love them, but I was doing what I thought was best at the time because I really wanted to be with them, but I wasn't being true to myself. If I was really true to myself, I probably should have never got on one knee and asked neither one of those women to marry me until I got what I wanted. My first wife, I'm going to say I should have never divorced her. My second wife, I should have married her because what I fell in love with, and she fell in love with me, it was true. It was everything it should have been. But she wasn't the person that I was supposed to accomplish that with. And I had to become somebody else. She had to become somebody else. She had to dim a light. I had to dim a light to try to get through the tidal wave that we were going through. And that was killing the progress of what she needed to accomplish. And it was killing the progress of what I needed to accomplish. So we both sort of kind of like killed that relationship, probably halfway in. And so I take my full responsibility on what I did. And now that I know, what I say, that's why you always hear me say so really strong, right? People think I'm against relationships. I'm not. I'm just more about me. When I'm whole, I can be whole for a woman, right? But if a man or a woman is telling you that I'm not ready to be in a relationship, right? It ain't because she don't like relationships, but they understand that maybe there's something that they need to get accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Before they're able to be in a relationship and be 100% in a relationship. But like I said, what I had to learn in MD, I can give 100% to everything. And if I don't have answers to something, I am held on wheels to anybody that's in my circle, right? That can't help me get the answer. You know what I mean? It's like I'm sitting in this room and we talking in this house every day, and you talking to me somebody having on TikTok on TV. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to talk about that. All I want to talk about is what I want to talk about, is what I want to talk about, is what I want to talk about. That's selfish as hell. That ain't gonna work in a relationship if you don't find your answer for 2 or 3 years, bro.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna work. So no matter what people may think and see of you, right? You better do what's best for you, because what you're gonna do is you're going to mess up another woman's life because of what you have not accomplished. And that's not her fault. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying to people. Most people don't sit down and have this honest conversation about, does this make sense, MD? And y'all who listen to this, does this make sense? Everybody don't need to be healed from a traumatic trauma that happened in their past relationship, right? Or mental illness, right? Sometimes you're just not satisfied with where you are in life. And you blame people for that. Right? It ain't nothing bad that nobody did. When not your relationship, you don't have to be healing and go through counseling. Sometimes you're just not satisfied with your own ass. Right? And when you get with the next person, you're either trying to come up on them, or you making sure that they're not going to stop you from doing what you're doing, and you're punishing them along the way while you're doing it. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And that's something that we do. I have never heard anybody talk about that. I've never heard anybody talk about the selfish ML, that it ain't nothing wrong, but they're not happy with their position in life. They get into a relationship, right? They don't need to be healed, but they're still going to achieving their dreams, and they drag the man, they drag the woman through it. Like the woman who want to go back and go get her degree, but she never got it before. Now she's with you, right? Now she's dragging you through what she didn't do with 2 other people or the person before you. Ain't that wrong with her, but she's really mad at herself because she haven't accomplished to getting that degree that she wanted to go get, right? We don't talk about that part of where we need to take responsibility. And sometimes if you haven't achieved your dreams, until you get to a point where you're satisfied with yourself, I'm gonna say this, MD, you tell me what you think. I don't think you should be in a relationship.
If you haven't what?
If you're the person that feels you haven't achieved your dreams yourself, and you see what you do to other people if you haven't achieved your dreams, I don't think you should be in a relationship until you achieve your dreams to a point where you're happy with yourself about the dream that you need to achieve. I think, you look at the person that you may be with as a dream snatcher. You know what I'm saying? Because if they don't support you 100% in what you're trying to do, you feel they're against you. And that got nothing to do with the new person that you bring into your life. I'm guilty as hell on that. Because I never thought about, you know what I'm saying? What I thought about was, well, if I'm doing this and she see I'm going to do this, she going to ride. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize the asshole and the villain I become when I'm riding.
I see what you're saying,
Huh?
but this is how I see it. There's somebody, men and women.
Sure.
There's somebody out there assigned to you to help you fulfill your goals.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You might go through 4 or 5 women, 4 or 5 men before you find out one. But there's somebody that you're gonna explain your life plan to, and they're gonna understand what you're trying to do, and they're going to understand what they need to do to help you fulfill that.
Right.
The first 4 or 5, they couldn't understand. They couldn't understand your goal. They couldn't understand your vision.
Mm-hmm.
That one person is that light bulb is gonna go off in their head and say, okay, I know who I need to be in order to help you do this.
And that person right there, bro, is the person not going to give you any problem.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because what they're going to do, bro, is fill the void without saying it, right?
Yep.
Without complaint, without anything, right? And I welcome that person in the next 2 years. I do. And if that person happens to come in right now, like I said, this is where I'm being very selfish there. The person that I feel, if she's a woman that will come into my life, she would be a person in the industry, right? That works in this industry of what I do and understands what I'm doing and able to take what I'm doing to that very next level and be able to rock with me and help me build that, right? I think that if I'm going to find that person is either going to have the network or the connections or whatever, because we're working in the same industry. What I found is when you're trying to achieve something on an entrepreneur level, if your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend are in 2 different fields, they can help you and support you, but they can't. It's tough for them to try to help you get to where you need to be because they're just unable to. And
Exactly.
and that's sometimes that's a disconnect between the two. You know what I'm saying? Because wait, what you saying, Vic?
No, I was just about to say that.
You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of times you can find somebody and y'all are equally yoked, but you're not. Because I'm speaking for Joe. I have made women pay the price for not having an answer. And that was my way of pushing them away. You see what I'm saying? And that was very unfair to them. But I was frustrated because I didn't have answers to what I'm doing. And, why can't we go out and why can't we do this? You can make time for this. I'm like, but damn it, okay, here's my problem. Give me the answer. If you give me the answer to this, we can go out. I know they ain't gonna have the answer, MD. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna win that argument, right? But that's the asshole in me, right? Put unwanted, undue pressure on somebody that don't deserve that. So knowing that I'm that guy that's inside of me, why the hell would I bring a woman into my life right now, MD? That'd be stupid. That'd be even more selfish. You see what I'm saying? To drag a woman through my BS. Because the higher you get, think about this, MD. You speak to this. I'm gonna let you speak to the people. The higher you get to what you accomplish, what does that require of you?
Willpower, patience.
When you became a chief, right? You work your ass off to become a chief in the military. If y'all understand what a chief is, that's like 2 steps from the highest in ranking officer, with the ranking enlisted in the Navy. So he became a chief. It's on like E8 and E9. Did you make it the senior chief or just chief?
Chief.
Okay, so there was 2 more, E8 and E9, senior chief and master chief. So if y'all talking to MD, he, thank you for your service in our country, and he's a high-rated enlisted person that was in the United States Navy. He was 2 steps on the highest rank in the United States military, right? The guy that you became when you became a chief, okay? It took more time for out of you to stay at that level than it did for you to get there.
So indeed.
Think about what I'm saying now. And people don't understand. It's easy to get there, but to maintain chief in your life, wherever you are, to maintain that, you have to become a certain person. And this is the bad part for women and men. If your wife don't become that woman with you, you're going to lose her. If that man will become that husband with you, you're going to lose him. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Because guess what? You have worked too hard to get your PhD, your master's degree, or become a chief. And you're not going to lose it for your spouse. If you're in a high-ranking position, that's going to take more of your time. And I'm just talking about on a career level right now, y'all. I'm not talking about, I'm not trying to say everything is money, but we're just talking about on careers and how you got to get to your point. And when you get there, what you was expected. I would say almost anybody can get rich, MD. But here's the other part of it. Most people can't stay rich. See, rich is not $1 million. If you have no debt and your house is paid off, and you got money coming in every single month, the only thing you're doing is paying life insurance and utility bills, you're rich. You're rich. You don't have to have $1 million to be rich. But when you become at a certain level, right? How do you maintain what you just achieved? And you're not going to let anybody, right, stop you from when you became a chief. Are you gonna stay in a marriage that's gonna put you back at a second class or third class paid officer?
Not at all.
Please help people understand what I just said. When you obtain the rank of chief paid officer in the United States Navy, and your wife is still at a third class paid officer, second class paid officer level mentality in your marriage, are you staying in that marriage?
No, sir. No, sir. Nothing can make me go backwards.
Bruh, people don't get that though.
All the time that I invested, no, sir.
But think about it. How many times when you achieve your dreams, your wife or your husband is still at that level where you met them at? Sometimes your mate was not meant to evolve with you. She was meant to be your mate to help you get through it. And I think a lot of times that's where a lot of people get it twisted. And this is why I say you really need to know that you want to be married to this person. Because once you get to a certain level, that person you with may not never change to what you think they should be. And sometimes when you look back at them, if there's not true love there, that marriage don't work. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this conversation is horrible to say, but the MD, you know this is reality, big dog.
Yep. I mean, the right one gonna know we gotta elevate together.
Yeah. And that don't always happen. That do not always happen, bro. Because a woman or a man would say, I help you got this here, and you did all of this here. All I'm asking for you to do is this here. But when you're looking at them, they're constantly asking you to do something that you're not able to do. Because guess what? You don't have the time to do it. Because this is what I would say. MD, you tell me, do you agree, disagree with this? Sometimes you're married to a person, they will put the time in with you, but they're keeping a time card. And they won't pay back once you reach your achievement. They're not just there to help you get there, but now they want you to pay them back for all those years that you didn't spend time with them. And it ain't through money.
But I would feel that it's only right.
It's only right, but how many people are going to do it? I'm with you. Everything my ex-wife wanted me to do, I should have been able to do it, but I wasn't the man to be able to do it because once I got to a certain level, I wasn't there anymore. I'm like, let's ride here. Let's do this. And for her, enough was never going to be enough. Same thing with Tom Brady's ex-wife said. You know what I'm saying? What is enough for you? Some people don't know when to shut it down. See, Tom Brady achieved what, 6 Super Bowls? I think he had 6, 7 Super Bowls. Yeah, he got 6 Super Bowls. So I can't understand, like, bro, you didn't do this 6 times, you know, but he was so close, he wanted to go try it one more time, and he lost his family line. I don't know if I would have done that. I just want to reach my goal one time. If I reach my goal one time, and this one here, if it was just for me, MD, I wouldn't even be doing it. I'll be honest with you, bro.
I feel like Tom Brady. I think Brady was chasing that feeling because
Mm.
when at a certain point, like this is who you are.
Mm.
Like let's just say they took football from Tom Brady, they took basketball from Michael Jordan,
Mm.
and they disappeared.
Yeah.
Like okay, it's like without basketball, I'm nothing without basketball, or I'm nothing without football.
Mm.
Now you see Tom Brady in these little cheesy commercials on TV, like.
Yeah, I mean, when you achieve at a high level, you are the military now, right?
Yeah.
So when you achieve at a high level, bro, it's tough to go back to civilian life. And even though that you adapt and you overcome, you know what I'm saying, to be in civilian life, you still miss it.
Yeah, it's like now what do I do?
And then when you're looking at everybody else around you, you don't have to say this, I say it for you. Most people around you are underachievers. You have a lot of answers for a lot of people sitting around you, but if you told me an answer, you'd be talking down on them. You seem like you know it all. But you've been there, you've done it. You understand the matrix of what they got to do, and they only a few pieces away, but you can't say it to anybody.
True.
That's the lonely place to be. You know what I'm saying? Because anytime you're talking to anybody, guess what? You're talking from a perspective, sitting on a higher mountain, looking down on them in their opinion, when only you're trying to give them the answer to what they need. And that's what I tell people, you know, you don't get. When people achieve high, you got to sit in rooms with people who achieve high. Because they're thinking about how to solve problems in the world, in their realm, or whatever they're doing. And that don't mean anything bad for anybody. People just operate on different levels. People have different frequencies that they operate on. And you know, when I say it now out loud, man, some women are probably cringing like, you know, he's the biggest asshole in the world, right? But then there are other people sitting and listening to the show like, man, I get what he's saying. He's absolutely right. But for the people that this is ear cringing to, I'm not the guy for you, and what I'm trying to achieve is different than what you chose to achieve or want to achieve in your life. And there's nothing wrong either or, because we need all of these. We need all of us in this world to do what we're doing, right? So I won't judge you, but I actually please don't judge me. But what I'm just making a point of, it's not wrong for the MDs of the world to feel the way he feels when he's dating. But it's also not wrong for me to feel the way I feel, especially when I'm being so upfront with people about the way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, it's hard to explain it to people. So I don't know if I've really done a great job today of explaining it, but hopefully I've done a decent job.
Yeah. I feel like those the people who are like you, they understand exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. When you're trying to achieve something, MD, let me ask you before I let you get up out of here. How do you go by when you get in your zone? What does that look like?
Oh man, like you said, it's not that I cut people off and I'm just super focused. Like, you know, sometimes I'm gonna need an hour or two to myself just to zone in. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But this is what I was gonna. I don't want to say the word on TikTok or whatever, but what you said when you mentioned like your brother or everybody checking on you,
Mm-hmm.
the rate of men, a safe word, unaliving themselves is extremely high. And, you know, that's what I was going to say earlier. That's why they check on you. Because
Yeah. I get that.
We take ourselves out of here at an alarming rate, much higher than women.
Yeah. But you know, maybe my brother was checking on me for that, but my brother knowing me, that would be the last thing. You know, MD, if you ever heard that happen to me, come do an investigation. That would never be me. No. Let me tell you, no. I love myself too much. Okay, I'm an asshole, but I love me some dudes like it. I ain't trying to get out here no time soon. I want to see my kids as long as I can. If I get grandkids, I want to see them. So if anybody ever say, you know, he left a note, no, the hell I did. I don't write that, so no, I didn't. If it ain't a bullet point form, I didn't write it. I'm just being honest, man. So, but I do get what you're saying, though. When it comes to those things, a lot of us. Let me ask you this too, though, because this would be the last part of the show here. When a man says he's okay. I would love for you to speak to this part. Most men are not okay.
That's true.
When a man says, when your wife or your friend asks you, are you okay? You okay? You say, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. You're not okay. But MD, can I ask you a question? I ain't talking to people that suffer mental illness and need therapy. I'm talking about a well-rounded man that's good. Who do we talk to?
When we're not okay, we talk to each other. Men talk to each other.
So
We understand each other. We understand each other's frustration.
because we're the only ones we can complain to.
That's true.
Can't complain to your wife, can't complain to your family, can't complain to your kids. Right? And most men, I'm gonna say 99.999% of the men that tell their wife and their kids they're okay. Can I be real with y'all? He's not. He's not. He don't have the answer. He's frustrated about something. He's trying to figure something out, but he'll never let you know. There are a lot of men today that walk, well, I'm gonna say most every man that's walking around today is not okay. Is not okay. Because as fast as this world is changing and as quick as these prices are going up and your skill set is what it is and your skill set is not meeting your salary right now and you got a family and you got a family, that man has to figure things out. And then he realized also at the same time, he has no time for himself. And he was responsible for everything that he brought under the roof in his house.
You are absolutely correct, sir.
The pains that he's going through, the headaches that he has. How many times you done told your wife that you hurt?
That mess with your mental, man.
Man, please say that again.
Messes with your mental.
Bruh, women, people don't get, and this is not talked about enough when it comes to men, right? Because what women want to see, and I get it, the perfect picture. The man is okay, he got this. Just because he's financially okay, right, doesn't mean he's okay, mentally and physically. A lot of your men are walking around here hurt. For real. And you'll never know.
Well, let me say this.
Sure.
Excuse me. Not any woman, but a conversation with the right woman will even that man out. That's why women are called better half.
MD, I don't know, bro.
I'm telling you. That's why.
I don't know, bro.
That's why women have that title, the better half. Not all women.
I understand that one woman you can talk to, but I understand the part you're saying, because there's sometimes a woman you can talk to that will understand you when you're going through something. She gets it. I get that.
She hard to find now.
Right. But what I'm saying is, I've never met a woman that I have been 100 with. 100. I've met a woman that can understand certain parts of me. But I'm talking about somebody that I've been 100 with fellas. I don't know, I've been 100 with women when it came to my emotions and feelings. 100. You tell me, B. Tell me, D. I don't know, 100, bro. Like I said, I get what you're saying, and I've done that. But I'm talking about me and you as men, 100.
Right.
Come on now, as men, we know what we're talking about. All the men on this chat, we know what we're talking about. Is there a woman, even if she's that girl, right? You've been 100 with. Because I'm hitting stuff from that one too.
Wow.
The only person I've been 100 with, bro, 100 is myself. Completely 100. And there's maybe one of my partners that I've talked to that, he knows that there's some stuff, that he'll take to the grave with him. But other than that, I've never been 100 with a woman. Have you?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't. About my emotions and feelings. Now, about our relationship and everything, I've been 100. But about my emotions, about how I'm feeling, about because I always felt that if they truly knew what was inside of my head or what I was thinking, they couldn't handle it. Because they're not gonna have an answer. And for me, it's talking to dead space.
But sometimes it's not about an answer. It's about hearing it's gonna be okay. It's about hearing I got you.
See, I don't care about that. I don't give a damn about you saying it's gonna be okay when it's not. You know what I'm saying?
You got a rider on your team.
But when she tells me it's gonna be okay, bro, that's like patting me on my head and say, no, baby, it's okay. I'm here for you, and I'm happy that you're here. But that stuff does nothing for me, bro. I ain't empty. Bro, it probably pissed me off more than anything because that's what I want to hear at that time. I get what you're saying, bro. I'm glad we're two different men on this chat today, right? And I appreciate you, bro. I love you, man. But, bro, we so different.
Man, for me,
yeah.
Once she said, I got it, I understand, I got your back. It don't matter what opposition outside. I'm good at that.
Now, in certain situations, I'm cool with it. I run through the brick wall, but I think when I was married to either one of my wives, right? When she said that to me, every day I went outside, when I looked at her and I looked at my stepson, my son, right? I felt that when I walked out the door, I felt I was invincible because I had to make sure they were okay. So that reassurance for me was just me seeing them in the morning, right? And knowing that they depended on me to be that guy. You know what I mean? So I don't need the encouragement words, right? I just need, when I look at you, I know what I got to do. Like if you for me, I got this military thing in my head. If we in the foxhole to MD together, we both going home, bro.
That's right.
Let me say that again. Y'all don't understand when I say this, right? And I'm dead damn serious. We both going home. I told my partner that when we was in Saudi Arabia, right? We going home, dog. Right? We was in the hole together, bruh. I ain't know that dude from Adam, but that dude's still my brother to this day, right? We both came home. You see what I'm saying? So when I put my heart into something, dog, either we going home, MD, we going home the same way. Let me say that. Right? We going home the same damn way, right? And that's just the way I'm built. So I'm all 100 I'm in. So I don't need nobody to reassure me. Did you go to either one of the wars?
Yeah, Afghanistan. Okay,
so you think everything I was in Saudi. So my mindset was, bro, I blocked everybody out when I left the United States. When I got on that plane and coming over here, I didn't care about nobody. I didn't give a damn about nobody. Only thing I knew, bro, I was coming home. I forgot about my mama, my dad, and my kids. I forgot everybody. I had to get in a whole new mindset. I didn't want to talk. I just wanted to listen, knew what I had to go do, and I said, I'm coming home. That's all I cared about because, bro, I felt if I had any remorse, if I had any ounce of fear about not coming home, I felt I wouldn't come home. I would hesitate in a moment.
Yeah, feelings are definitely getting killed over
there. Yeah. And that's what I be trying to tell people, man, when my mom, when I came back, I think I was gone for like maybe 6 months. When I came back, my mom said, why I didn't contact anybody? I said, I couldn't. She said, well, other people was calling. I said, no, mama, I couldn't. I didn't want to hear your voice. I didn't want to think about your face. I didn't want to see you. I didn't want to talk to you. I just knew I had to come home. So I got to be in this mode to be this guy to get back home. I can't be sitting there and you got stuff falling around you and things happening around you, right? And you mess around and you panic. Panic get people killed. I saw it. You seen it. Yep. Being scared get a person killed. One wrong move one way, if you don't listen, you're dead. You out of here. So I tell people all the time, man, you have to understand what you want, how to focus. And I know when I went over there, big dog, man, I never want to go back to that dog spot in my life again. But bro, that dude there, it took me a minute to get rid of him. And I think there's still part of the remnants of him in me. But that dude I had to become, that dude is scary.
Yeah, watch that. If anybody listen to watch the movie Sniper, man. That's
Yeah. Yeah. That movie right there, bro. Man, I can't. Have you finished watching the movie all the way through? I couldn't finish it.
Man, toward the end, he got weirder and weirder toward the end, man. I was scared for him.
I
I
couldn't.
was scared for his family.
I couldn't finish because it reminded me too much of me.
I was scared for his family, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So I haven't watched that movie because when I watch those kind of movies, it takes me into a space, that it's like you start thinking, right? And you can easily, it's a compartment that a man or woman has in them. And I think Lady J, she can attest to this too, that you don't want to unlock that person anymore.
Right. You can go back to that mentally.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to unleash that, whatever that is that you created to get out of that situation that you were in. If you release that person in this environment, it's not going to go well for a lot of people, including you. You know what I mean? And some people, when you see these guys and women that come from these places, they're not able to lock that person up and put them up. Like when actors go into certain psychotic roles and stuff like that, they tell you how hard it is to come out of it. People don't understand that the mind, bro, will do whatever you tell it to do.
That's what happened to Heath Ledger when he did the Joker.
Yes, exactly, right. But the mind, do you agree? The mind would do whatever you tell it to do.
I agree with that.
If you sat down and you pulled everything away, and whatever you decide that you want to become and you want to be, it could be good, it could be bad. If you want to forget everything in your life, at some point you will forget it. I'm being very, because I didn't think I could shut off. I had to talk to guys that had been in that was like there was from which was, I think it was the Vietnam War. I talked to guys that was there, and I asked them how did they handle their situation. Because think about this, y'all. The people that was in the Vietnam War, I don't know if I would have survived in there.
No.
Bro, in the jungle where everything moved. And the Viet Cong had everything set on their turf, and you going over there?
My dad was in Vietnam. I didn't ask him no questions.
My uncle was over there, bro. He went like 4 times. And he's told me a few. So he was a warrant officer when he finished. He was in the army, and some of the stories he told me, man, yeah. But I'm gonna be honest, MD. Even as a grown man, I've been scared to go to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Vietnam, that jungle. I don't know if you ever did jungle training, right? But I did jungle training with the Marines. That jungle is a different beast, bro. That jungle got its own. It got its own language, man. The trees, the leaves, the ground, everything makes a sound, dog. Everything, right? You got to be in tune with nature and the land and everything about it. You know what I'm saying? And these folks are there for years.
Yeah.
In that environment. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Did we win the Vietnam War or did we lose it? I don't remember.
I don't even remember myself.
Hey, MD, is there anything you want to leave before you get out of here, bro?
No, man, I always enjoy coming up, talking to the people, man. And, our conversations even broaden my thinking, man. So I appreciate it every time.
Yeah, same here, bro. Thanks for always being honest and open with, man. That's what it will safe space. I love you, bro.
Yes, sir. God bless.
God bless, bro. Let's see if somebody else wants to come on here. Alan, do you want to come on here? Because I don't see you in the chat here. And Alan, I'm not going to bring you home. Alan, if you want to come on, I saw you just send a request. If you want to come on, so you want to talk on topic, and we'll bring you on. Otherwise, I'm not going to bring you on. I don't see you in the chat, so maybe control that. All right, guys, you guys locked into your favorite rights. 47 minutes after the hour. Before we get out of here, this whole show has been about acceptance. I think is what I would say. I know what you're focused on. Usually, I'm talking about relationships. I think this show is a lot about how to achieve your dreams at a high level for yourself. And everybody's journey is different on how they get there. I want to thank MD for coming on the show who gave me his perspective, on how he achieved things. Now, I do believe the Erica Bunkers of the world. I would say, I think I've seen Rachel, I've seen Tam speaking on a few things there. You know, they achieve things with people, and it makes it better for them, and that's how they achieve. Um, and I think that works for a lot of people. I do. That's just not how I operate. It didn't fare well for me 2 times in marriage, right? And I didn't realize that what I know now about myself, I didn't realize it through those 2 marriages. I didn't. But now that I'm, away from it, I realized not only the problems that I brought to the marriage, but what I was trying to achieve was also a problem, an unsolvable problem for the person I was with in my second marriage. My first marriage, my first wife, she was all about that. She understood it. My second marriage, she understood it, but the answers and the level that I was trying to get to, she wasn't in that mind space. She was in the mind space of what she was doing in her. So it was 2 different areas. So I'm gonna ask you guys this. Do you think, how should I put this one here? Is it possible for an entrepreneur and a blue collar woman to succeed if one of them haven't reached their apex yet? Repeat that again. Whether the woman's an entrepreneur or the man, but one is a blue collar worker and the other is a an entrepreneur. One has reached their apex, the other one have not. How successful do you think that relationship will be? Rachel said what you are talking about was a driving in, pouring down rain. I should have known you were. I was actually in the Navy, but I did all my time with the Marine Corps. So when I went to Delta Storm and all that, I was with the Marines. Yes. So I joined the Navy, but I served my time under the Marine Corps. Come on, happy to tap the screen. Hey guys, just got off. Sorry, no problem, Christy. I think so. You're not going to always connect with people exactly like you. I found it tough because I found the conversations to be different. When I'm dating or when I've dated somebody that just had a 9 to 5. And I'm not downplaying that, but they are achieving and living a dream. But for me, what I've seen with people who date 9 to 5, they have a 9 to 5 life, right? And so they have their work time, they have their off time. And that's the way they live their life. Work, then off, then work, then off. Me being an entrepreneur, there's not a lot of off until you got the mission accomplished. There's always something going on, there's always something to do in the beginning stages. And I found it difficult to create the balance myself. Know a guy, blue collar, very jealous of business owners. I've seen that happen. That's your preference. Nothing wrong with that. I just have found it easier where the conversation flows with somebody that has the entrepreneurial spirit and understands it or in it, because your conversation that you're having is a little bit more free flowing. And this is horrible about me, where if someone that I could be talking to, they're talking to me about work issues, I solved their problem in my head, right? For what they're saying, right? And so if they tell me something about, HR department or the accounting department, the supervisor or the CEO, right? In my head as they're talking, I'm connecting all the dots and understanding, okay, where the problem lie, what happened, and what they need to do. And the woman that's talking to me, she's probably like 2 minutes, 3 minutes into the conversation. I've already solved the issue before she even finished the conversation. And so now I'm bored because when she gets to the point, the end of what she was saying, I'm quickly going to come out, well, the CEO did this correct, or, did the CEO do this, or did the person do this here, did they do that? Okay, well, if they would did this, and this, then this could happen, right? And so maybe they need to, talk about this, and this, right? I broke down like 3 or 4 scenarios in my head while she was talking about the first couple of minutes, right? And so that gets boring to me, right? And so if I'm in the beginning of a relationship with you and I'm having those kind of conversations, I'm bored. That's horrible, right? For me. Eric says 9 to 5 is good for me. I know off the back I have 8. Oh yeah. That's that, and that's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I get that, and that works for you. Hey, I'm happy for you, baby girl. At 5, I'm done for the day. It's a wrap. That's the part I'm talking about, right? When you're dating a woman or a man that's like that, like I said, they job is 9 to 5, their life is 9 to 5. It's hard to be with, for me, it's hard to be with somebody, life is like that, because when they got vacation, they want to go do this. When they want off, they're off, right? And they want you to be off sometimes with them. And sometimes you're not able to be, right? And sometimes becomes a lot of times. A lot of times become almost always, right? Depending on where you are in your business and how you're building business and what you're doing. Because a lot of times, you're always putting out fires when you're building a business. So it's tough. Opposite attracts, but if you feel that way and what you said earlier, they in your industry. I'm not gonna date in my industry. I'm not gonna even at this point. I'm not temp. I'm not doing none of that. I think opposite attracts when people are happy. I would say that. Um, and I think right now, for me, I would say when I'm happy and where I am once I meet my goal, I don't care what industry you're in. I don't. I wouldn't, because I've met my goals. So I don't need to go back and forth with somebody as I'm trying to achieve something. I'm good, so I know what I'm doing. But at this stage, right now, if I were in a relationship, she would definitely have to be in my industry, right? Because the conversation, like I said, would need to be 100% on, okay, when you saw this show, what did you see? What was the angle here? What was the conversation? How can we have further that conversation? What was the sound here? Was the lighting correct right here? Did we finish that up? Did we transition well, right? If she's not speaking that type of language for me at this point in time in my life, our conversation will probably be flat, because I'm not going to talk about anything else. I'm going to film. I'm looking at stuff, right? And for me now, I don't even want to be with anybody in the industry, because I want to figure this stuff out for myself first. That's because I'm not talking to anybody right now. Because right now, you can't be doing this now and bring somebody into your life. Say this for me. That would be very tough, because you're not going to focus on that relationship at all. I think for me that would be tough. But anyway, I'm navigating both 9 to 5 and entrepreneurship space. That's very tough. So I understand both ends of the spectrum. Woman, you get it. Hey, Penny. Hey, Rich says she's agree with me. Cheryl says understandable. Yeah, I just think, when you're doing something, I think the best thing that I've learned, I told my brother, right? If you love me, you'll be there. Right? But when I talked to him and I broke it down to him, he like, I got you, bro. Cool, I got it. He said, what I'm saying? He said, I thought, he just thought he did something because I was not answering his phone calls at all. He was calling and I wasn't answering them. So he thought he did something to make me mad. So, and I told him it was nothing like that. So I think, once I've communicated that to him, well, but when I talked to him, he got it. He was like, okay, bro, I got you. He said, well, just hit me up when you get time, when you ready. And I told him, okay, I will. And, he wished me the best. He said, I'll text you from time to time. Just text me when you can, bro. So, people who are in your corner and they get what you're saying, they're going to get it. But people who, I think as you're trying to achieve certain things, you're going to lose some people along the way. I lost both of my wives. I lost my parents. Along the way. That's just part of the journey. I'm not saying I wanted to do that, but one thing I've asked God, I'm doing good, Penny. One thing I've asked God to do, and I continue to ask Him to do, it's not easy. I say remove people out of my life and remove me out of people's lives that don't need to be there until I achieve what I achieve. I always ask that. And the first time I asked that, I lost my family. I lost my kid. It happened like a month later, real talk. She asked me for a divorce. And I was like, and I did not, Lord knows, I was thinking something else. I really was thinking something else, y'all. On real talk, I was not thinking that. But be careful what you ask for, right? So when it happened, it hurt. But then I started to understand too that you asked him to remove everything that didn't need to be there for what you was trying to achieve. Be careful what you ask for, and because your tongue is very powerful, right? When you say certain things, when you say whatever you say, the universe is listening. And it happens. And so now when things happen to me or I feel a certain thing, I understand it now. Even when me and my parents had whatever that was, I understand it was a time, a reason, and a season. Excuse me. And I'm sure they wish me the best. I wish them the best, but we'll probably never speak again. And that's fine. We had our time together. We had 50-some years together. Don't make them bad parents. Don't make me a bad son. That just is what it is. We're just not in a space where we communicate. We can't communicate at all anymore. I don't want to. I forgave them. I don't know if they forgiven me. I don't give a damn. But I forgave them. I wish them long life. But I'm good at this point, right? And there's nothing bad about that. There's nothing good about it. What I've learned in life is sometimes that's just the way life is. Some people gonna be there. Some people with you for a reason. Some people is there for a season. And some people is there for a lifetime. And I look forward for the people who can be there, for the rest of the life that, I have, whatever that looks like for me, right? And the people who I spent time with, my family, I'm referring to, mostly. Thank you. Mom and dad raised me. We had ups and downs, right? My kids, they're there for a lifetime. My ex-wife, I apologize for my bad parts that I've done. And I really apologize to my first wife. My second wife, I apologize to her too, though, because she was a very good woman. We both screwed up that marriage at some point. Some but worse than others. But I only hold myself accountable for what I did. And to my second wife, I apologize, for not being the man I should have been, not listening when you asked me to listen, not going to therapy when you asked me to go to. This wasn't therapy, it was a couple of things. Those are things I could have done. So I deserve to be divorced. Let me say that. For what I didn't bring to the table. And that's me being accountable as a man. And if God bless me and I decide to get married again, I want to be that man for somebody's daughter. I do. Do I think I get married again? I don't know. Would I mind getting married again? Of course not. I'd love to be happy with somebody. But I want to be the father I never was first before I be a husband again. That's most important. Right? Being a husband again right now is not important. I've never been a good father to my kids. So that's important to me now. I fulfill this dream for them. I finished this part for them. I've taken 50 years of my life and did what the hell I wanted to do. So if I don't succeed at marriage again or get a chance to do it, I had that. This is time right now where my daughters talk to me, they call me often, they send me videos, they send me voice notes. Okay. They're in my life. So this period for me is my daughter's time. You know what I'm saying? This last 20 years of my life or 30 years of my life, it's for them because I wasn't there at first. My oldest daughter is 30, my youngest daughter is 21. So for 31 years or 20 years of their life, I was not there at all. And I owe that to them, you know, for myself. I owe them that. I don't owe anybody else anything. You know what I'm saying? But I owe them this part. And I bought this house. And the other house I'm about to buy. I'm buying it for them. You know, the studio that we're building, I'm building for them. Right? So, you know, this part of my life is not about my personal happiness within a relationship now. The relationship that I want to certify right now is relationship with my daughter. I know that's where I want to be. When my daughters come, I want to be able to spend 100% time with them, uninterrupted. They'll be here. Hopefully, they'll be here in September, like I said, uninterrupted. Whatever they want to do, however long they want to do, that's what, you know what I mean. So it's time for me to be selfish for myself, but also be too selfish for my kids. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this here because I want people who are listening. If you have some of the baggage that I've done, some of the bad things that I've done, I hope my example, what I've done and what I'm doing, helps you think about how to fix what you did wrong, or achieve what you want to be able to achieve, and do things that you gotta go do. And understand that some things you do gotta change. However that feels for you in your journey, how I do it and how it makes me tick is not how it's gonna make you tick, and I get that. But also, just because you're in your 50s don't mean that it's too late to change who you are to become better, whether you're a man or a woman. If relationships is your thing and getting married and all stuff, man, go be happy in your relationship. If it's achieving goals with somebody, go do that. Don't listen to Joe Lockett's story and try to emulate me. That don't work for you. This works only for Joe Lockett, right? This works for me. And I tell my story and it sounds horrible, right? I sound like probably the worst guy in the world sometimes, some of the stuff I say, because it hurts a lot of people around me. And I get that. And that is what it is. I accept that for who I am. So don't listen to my story. Hear it, take pause of whatever you need, and make yourself better in your situation, however that fits in your life and in your journey. Hopefully that helps everybody. It's never too late to be a dad. It took me a long time to remember that, Uncle. It took me a long time to understand that. People said that to me, but it took me years to understand that it's never too late to be a dad because you hold yourself accountable for what you didn't do. But now I get it. Glad you got another chance to get it. I appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you should be all about, we all should. Well, I think everybody's doing better in their own lane, right? And if you talk your lane out to some people, it's going to sound good to some and horrible to others. That's why most people, they say, don't tell people your dreams. But I think because I have a platform, because I have a following, the only way that we can grow as a society is to share your fears, your worries, your stress, but then also talk about how you get through those things, right? And what makes you tick. What makes me tick is not going to make you tick, but if we talk about it, maybe some of the things I'm able to do, you can see, well, hell, if he did that, if he can do it, I can do that. That's all I'm talking about. All right, guys. Tomorrow we'll be more back on topic with more relationship things. This is more probably a more motivational show than anything. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. Y'all know how I feel about you, right? Jitem, Amo, Aishtimas, Elibdik. What does all that mean? It means your boy Joe, like it means I love you. You guys have a great night. See you guys tomorrow. Great evening. Bye, KT. Bye, Rachel. Y'all have a good night. Bye, Tams. Bye, Erica. Bye, Chrissy. All right, y'all. We'll see you guys next time on Facebook, YouTube. Good night.